So the air shafts added light and air to a lot of these apartments, but at the same time, they also created other problems because trash would pile up in them and stagnant water would be there and it would create a whole other source for disease. But by inserting these air shafts, you created what's called a dumbbell plan because the shape that was left was sort of shaped like a dumbbell. So early on, an entire family of 6 or 8 people would live just in one room. And there was a famous book by Jacob Riis called How the Other Half Lives. So people's eyes were open to the sort of squalor that people were living in, and that was what prompted change. And when these apartments were built, there was no plumbing, so there were still outhouses in the backyard. And when that law was passed for the air shaft, they also insisted that you had to have a toilet in each building, and no more than 20 people could share that toilet, which is quite astounding today. A lot of these apartments, people wonder why were there bathtubs in the kitchen? And there were bathtubs in the kitchen because there was no other place to put them. The apartments were so small, they didn't have room for a proper bathroom. And so the kitchen, if it had any plumbing, already had a sink. And so it made sense that that's where the bathtub would go, next to the existing plumbing. Even today, a lot of those apartments still have that weird arrangement of plumbing. And you could see bathtubs still in some kitchens. People did all sorts of elaborate things with these bathtubs. They had these coverings so that it became more counter space, and then they would take that covering off and use it as a bathtub.